Hey guys, what's up? It's Dusty here, back with another crypto video, and for this video, we're doing a pretty cool giveaway. All that you have to do to enter this giveaway is press the like button on this video and comment something down below. That's all that you need to do to enter, and if we can hit 350 likes within 24 hours, we're giving away $50 worth of crypto. Also, make sure you don't forget to join the Facebook group called Crypto Traders-Dusty, and make sure you go ahead and check out my second channel called Dusty Finance. Now, first off today, guys, what's everyone's intake on this headline? This is a tweet made from Mr. Crypt 0589, and the headline is, Ripple price could recover while BTC and Ethereum are facing hurdles. I actually find that these articles do not attach any value with them. They just kind of spread the word around that there's one person who's liking XRP, writing articles out there, but really, I do not attach value to articles like this whatsoever, as you could always make this prediction. Even though he says Ripple, not XRP, you can always make this prediction, but you can almost never really base it upon something. And that's why I think, you should really put something else in the title if you want to talk about this subject, as, BTC and Ethereum facing hurdles. If they really are, if BTC really facing these major hurdles, XRP is also not going to be getting a price, realistically speaking, guys. Even though, again, you might see that XRP is actually plus 2.3% versus BTC right now. They're still losing, right? But XRP is just losing less. But right, having said that, that was just something I see in the back of my head all the time, which I just quickly wanted to address for y'all. Doug for show added something else. He actually said, U.S. Commissioner supports non-exclusive safe harbor for tokens at Singapore event, and a little bit of value attached to that. But we're getting to that in just a second. What is important is all the other articles that I have open right now. You can see it on the top here. I have a lot of things open about XRP investors, but it's all about the SEC. SEC guidance gives ammo to lawsuit claiming XRP is unregistered security. Now, I've been talking to you guys about XRP and ETN and some other cryptos for years now. I think we've been here for 2.5 years. Hopefully you guys have also followed that. I personally do not think XRP is a security whatsoever. We also went over all the facts that people, put out there to say that XRP is a security, and we debunked them all. Literally, the whole lawsuits, we just looked at them objectively and really kind of made an opinion for ourselves about which ones we agree on, which ones we disagree on. But really, the conclusion was, we do not think that XRP is a security. Now, here's the takeaway of this article, though. A new amended complaint against Ripple draws on the SEC's framework for digital assets to outline how XRP might be a security, likely the first federal case to do so. The filing also cites California advertising law in addition to federal securities law to argue that investors were misled by Ripple's promotion of XRP. While the case is a year old and has not yet received class action status, the new complaint is the first that Ripple must respond to with a substantive answer. Ripple has until mid-September to file its response. And again, I don't think we should attach too much value to this, as most likely it will all be alright. But still, I think it's really quite important to know what lawsuits are going on with your coin, what exactly caused all of this. And really, this is one of the first articles that I ever thought like, wow, they really went in depth, but really they must have. Otherwise, you would just not understand everything that's going around it. And that's why I have so many articles open here, but really, by far, this is the best explanation of all of them. Here's a little bit of a short version if you do not like it all. If you're not like, oh man, I want to know everything about Ripple and XRP, I want to know what the lawsuit's all about, just check out the smaller parts right here. For example, this is on the block. XRP investors file new complaint against Ripple for issuing unregistered security under SEC guidance. Again, as I said before, here's the small part. And then we got some other stuff. For example, disgruntled investor appeals to U.S. SEC guidelines in class action lawsuit against Ripple 1 hour ago. And this one is a couple of hours ago already. SEC guidance gives ammo to lawsuit claiming XRP is unregistered security. Now, actually, because I don't want to let you guys wait for a couple of hours, if you want, I can go over this whole article here and give you guys some more important info. But most of it is actually kind of looking back into the past and seeing what went wrong, where the kind of controversy lies, why people are so uncertain about everything. But that's mostly in this last part here. This part is about the SEC framework, how it all rolls out, and what is being changed, what is being argued about. And the beginning here is just about the lawsuits that's going on. basically that. We covered most of it in the past already, though. Let's quickly go over this smaller thing. A group of XRP investors has filed an amended complaint against Ripple, arguing that the company's tokens are unregistered securities under the Securities and Exchange Commission's guidance. The complaint was filed on August 5th, is the latest addition to the year-old lawsuit against Ripple, although this time the plaintiffs are citing the SEC's newly released Framework for Investment Contract Analysis of Digital Assets and are seeking to define XRP as unlawful registered securities under the framework. The new filing also claims that Ripple violated California's false advertising and unfair competition laws by allegedly blurring differences between Ripple's enterprise solutions and XRP to further drive demand up. And paying exchanges to list XRP, this again is not proven yet, I believe, limiting the supply of XRP to drive demand as well, among other things. Ripple has until September 19th to respond to this filing, and the plaintiffs are asking for class action status on behalf of all investors of XRP. So really, they're trying to do the best for us as well. Like, they're trying to make us get money back, possibly, I don't know. Other notable prayers for relief include demanding the court to recognize XRP as a security and compensating for damages incurred by the plaintiffs and putative class members. It's really interesting how they're seeing this and how they're looking at it. So let's actually look at this one, since this one got just published. Disgruntled investor appeals to U.S. SEC guidelines in class action suit against Ripple. I don't know why they have. Oh, this is from. No, they're both from CoinDesk. Oh, this is Cointelegraph. This is CoinDesk. All right. Now I see. I was like, how could they have two about the same subject on the website? Don't they have like dedicated? But no. This one, again, as I said before, is in full detail, explaining everything that's going on, everything that you need to know. And really, Nicolas De, like, wow, amazing. I just read it all, amazing stuff. But here's again another little shorter version to quickly, I want to cover it all for you, but I don't think many people are waiting for me to read every word. I will at the end of the video, though. I'll cover a little bit more. XRP investor Bradley Sostak has amended a class action lawsuit against Ripple, in which he alleges that the company misled investors, of course, as said before, which is a violation of federal law. Sostak submitted a filing 5th of August, and according to CoinDesk, again by this report right here, the original class action lawsuit was filed about a year ago, but had yet to gain any traction as a class action suit. However, Ripple must now, of course, respond, and here's the SEC appeal to the guidelines. So crucially, the report notes that Sostak's latest complaint cites guidance issued by the United States SEC, arguing that XRP contains security or is a security really. And Jake Cervinsky, who serves as a general counsel to Compound, remarked, "The complaint reads like a love letter to the SEC. Although the SEC's framework is technically only non-binding guidance, the court will likely give it significant weight in deciding how to apply the Howey test to the facts of this case." We talked about the Howey test before. This again, the 4 points which you look at to see if something is a security or not. Let's quickly look through Google to see. Again, let's see here. What is a Howey test for some of y'all? So, what is a security? Well, they look at 4 different points. Is it an investment of money? Is there an expectation of profits from the investment? The investment of money is in a common enterprise, and any profit comes from the efforts of a promoter or third party. In the filing itself, the plaintiff's counsel wrote, "As explained in more detail below, applying the analysis in the SEC framework and applicable precedent, the XRP tokens offered and sold by defendants have all the traditional hallmarks of a security, as reflected in SEC versus W.J. Howey Co. Again, that time. This is again how the Howey test rolls out, as seen here. And subsequent case law. XRP tokens also qualify as a security under the Californian law. After laying out the substantive allegations and recalling the SEC's guidance, which references the foregoing Howey case, the counsel concludes the following. The SEC framework makes clear that whether a particular digital asset at the time of its offer or sale satisfies the Howey test depends on how the specific facts and circumstances. The specific facts and circumstances relating to XRP support the conclusion that XRP is a security under the Howey test. But SEC postpones ETF rulings, and this all is actually connected in a bigger scheme. And again, this is not a direct connection, but I'm thinking here the SEC wants to delay most that they can that has to do with crypto. they just want to kind of lay low, think about everything really quite well before they let anything go, because as we have seen just now here, once you put something out there, you can never take it back, and people will always take advantage of it. Now, you might not on the first hand understand where that could happen with an ETF being allowed. It's still a lot more fragile than you might expect or might think. There's so many things that could go wrong. There's so many things they're waiting for. There's so many people who are trying to take advantage of these decisions. And I think that's what they're really afraid of. Also, if they accept such another thing, there's so many people who will find a new way to complain, or a new little point of piece of charcoal for their fire. It's going to be insane, guys. And that's, I think, why they're waiting on all of this, as it's just such a big move that they have to think everything out as carefully as humanly possible. XRP investors filed new complaint against Ripple for issuing unregistered security under SEC guidance. Again, another article like that. XRP, Ethereum, and LTC reflect downtrend in the weekly chart. I find this quite interesting because it's something that I look at on a daily basis, but I do not find it that significant. So yes, we are in a downtrend on most of these coins, as you know, on a weekly or monthly basis, we're going down, right? And again, on a monthly, we're down, weekly we're down, daily we're down, hourly we're down, and the chart on the week looks like we're going down. It's just basically like that. But how much value do we attach to week, right? Not that much. It could just be a shitty week. So if you look at the month here, it actually does not look that bad. And there's something in front of my screen which makes me not able to see it completely, but I know for a fact that it's not that bad. And again, you can kind of make a trend go like this, saying it's still a downtrend, but hey, you can always do that. In general, here, I don't see that much of a problem, as I still believe, and I'm a firm believer of that BTC will first have to run, which looks to be in an uptrend still. Again, if we make a little bit of a line right there, or I guess on a weekly it's a downtrend, on a monthly it's uptrend. That BTC still needs to make some big moves before XRP will really take off anyway, so that's why I do not attach too much value to this. This is the same article. XRP price crashes by 40% on BTC exchange after coordinated sell-off. This is just haters. This is just movement market makers trying to push the price down. People trying to hate. People trying to get some cheaper coins. People trying to crash the coin. All of that together, right? There's no big significance that should be added to this. It's just to see again how fragile the system really is, how fragile it is, and how many people are really wanting other people to lose money, or how many people want XRP to fail. Kind of all of that together. Again, we don't know the specific reasons for what happened here. Maybe it was just some crazy going on. But quickly, let's read. Newly launched cryptocurrency exchange BXC has suspended trading after some users deliberately crashed the price of XRP. Again, there could be multiple reasons just straight off the bat here. According to a blog post, BXC experienced a sudden surge in XRP trading volume, with a huge sell-off reducing XRP to BTC to 40% of its price on other exchanges. As a result and precaution, we are temporarily halting all trading activity and withdrawals across the exchange as we investigate. BXC launched in June of this year, so not too long ago, having already experienced difficulties after an attempt to hack its infrastructure ultimately failed to gain any funds or other data. KYC will help BXC track those responsible. Executives claimed that their users responsible for the XP crash can be identified thanks to the exchange's internal Know Your Customer procedures. Action will occur, they said, but did not specifically mention whether those involved would face legal consequences. It's a little bit of a difficult question, because we don't really know exactly what they did or why they did what they did. We feel confident we can reclaim misplaced funds. One of the tweets reads, adding that the suspect transactions would be reversed. Ripple, the entity notionally behind XRP, has yet to publicly comment on the events. I don't think they will. I don't think they should. And the debacle comes just a week after Binance faced some very big KYC, lost control, cumbersome stuff. Even though I still don't know if Binance really did leak information or not, as of course from Binance's perspective you always deny that it happened, but on the contrary, it could have also not really happened. It could have also been from a different hack. I don't personally know, not that I care too much, as I think you should always be careful with where you put your information online anyway. Now guys, I think we actually covered most of the articles that I had for today. We know that there was a hack going on now, or at least we know that there was some crazy sell-off going on. There's of course attempted hacks every single day, but you don't know about most of them because most exchanges will not tell you. We know there was some big big problems with the SEC right now, or mostly actually with the lawsuit that includes the SEC. And we know that there's a pretty big history behind it. But here, actually thinking about it right now, most of the stuff here I already explained, and this is just really detail-y. If you want it, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll go over it next video. I'll just cover all the important points just once more for a little bit. But I think, the most important stuff you've already heard in videos before, or you've already seen in what I just showed you. But if you're really interested, you can either check out the article yourself or just comment it down below and I'll check it out. Make sure you check out my Facebook group, guys, Crypto Traders, and make sure you go ahead and follow my second channel, but also make sure you follow DustTBC. I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody, and have a very, very nice day.